Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I have a short video here, this time testing Marine ECM. This is a MEFI 3 sent to me by Yuri from Pennsylvania. He opened the computer, or somebody else opened the computer. I'm not sure if it was him or not, but the cover came out taped. A lot of dirt inside the actual gel on the computer. And I'm doing my test. As you see, I have my values up in the screen on the left and everything connected in here. The computer is powered up and there is no communication. So I'm just going to do the normal testings that I do. So let me power this off. I'm going to try to reconnect onto the computer so we can see this live. Um, a thing that I can do. Let me just get another mirror here 1 second. All right, so the other one is just to see if the fireball reference shows up when I turn the ignition on. And yes, we do have eyeball reference, no fuel pump activation, which is not good. Usually when we have 5 volts and no fuel pump activation, it can be a problem on on the fuel pump circuit, but this is also a problem internally in the microprocessor. This circuit uses the analog to digital converter in the microprocessor, and that's why these computers get damaged most of the times. All right, so let me try to reconnect or connect the diagnostic equipment. I'm going to select on the icon from Rinda the MEFI 1 to 4, which is the first one up in the tab. Click OK. I'm going to just sit back a little bit so we can see that we have the firewall reference in there and it will be no communication. This is again for my records and the customer's records as well. All right, so I'm also going to show, because I forgot to show that, so he can see that this is indeed his computer. I removed a black tape that he had, and this is the cover of the computer. All right, so we got no communication. The things that I usually do is check voltage rails. This is very important. If I see a voltage rail that is missing, then at least I can start doing some more repairs. If I don't have rail or voltage rail missing, then the computer should work. So the things that I do is main capacitor in here, that should be battery voltage, and we can see that there. We should have battery voltage up in here as well, and we do. This should be a 5 volt reference, and we do have the 5 volt reference. This is a resonator in here, so it should be like 2.4 or 2.5 volts, so we do have that in there. Again, this is looking more and more like a bed computer. This is a voltage regulator for part of the circuit, so we should have 8 volts in here, and we do have the 8 volts. Um, Trying to get what else we need in here, because I mean everything is looking like more and more as a bed computer microprocessor. Sorry, I moved my microphone. Might be a little better. So let's get to the microprocessor itself. So we should have 5 volts in here. Let me just make sure I'm touching it. It's a little hard to deal with. It's right there. Come on. Trying to do it with one-handed. And then you can see that we have right there. And I'm in the microprocessor. So the microprocessor has the voltage on these ones, the MEFI3s, that's what we need. This is the crystal oscillator for the microprocessor. This should be around, I think it's like 2.4 or so. And we do have that voltage as well. So the resonator should have 2.5 and 2.4 on one side. If we have a high voltage in here, we have a dead microprocessor, and that's exactly what we got. So either no voltage in here or a high voltage. This means the microprocessor is not responding, and then that's why we have no communication and no fuel pump. The communication again will be established on TX and RX. This is a known style computer directly internally in this microprocessor. And when we see things like this, it is definitely not repairable. We have no voltage rail issues. This is either a short on the TX or RX wires in the computer, and then that goes directly to the microprocessor and then damages the micro. Again, sorry, Yuri, but this time your computer is deemed as not repairable. The only other situation that could cause something like this is a bad calibration checksum error, but we will, I mean, a completely wiped out calibration, not a checksum error, sorry. Because if you have a checksum error, you will have communication. But when somebody either try to calibrate a module like this and erases the calibration. Now we have a blank module and it will not establish communication. You will need to talk to a tuner and see if they can do something like that with it. If it is something you did intentionally with like a like a MEFI burn or something like that, or you were in the middle of calibrating with your tune and then you lost power, that could break the computer and they might be able to help you. Not me. I don't work in calibrations for any of the MEFIs. So, well, MEFI 1 and 2, yes, but not the 3s and 4s and 5. But yeah, so, yeah, Yuri, sorry, I'm sorry for this, but yeah, your computer is deemed as not repairable. All right, guys, thank you so much. This is just a short video for the customer. Don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.